Happy New Year, party people. I'm a registered dietitian, and I know a lot of you have a New Year's resolution to lose weight, become healthier, become more active, improve your quality of life. And today, I'm gonna give you over 30 ways that you can improve your health and lose weight without dieting. Let's buckle up and let's make the New Year's resolutions actually stick in 2023. Welcome back, party people. I am stoked you're here. If you're new to my channel, I am so happy to have you. My name's Nicole. I'm a registered dietitian, and I've been in the nutrition fitness world for well over 10 years. I've done my fair share of New Year's resolutions, broken them, made them, help other clients stick with their New Year's resolutions, and that's exactly what we're going to do today. I really don't calorie count. Do I know roughly about what calories are in food? Yes, because that is what I was trained on, but I do not calorie count. I cannot diet. If I diet, all I do is think about food constantly in my head, and it really leads me to binge and restrict. And I know there's others out there just like me where dieting really brings me down a bad path, and it really isn't helpful in the slightest. So everything I'm gonna say today is not dieting, it's not even counting calories, and y'all, I'm gonna give you over 30 ways to become healthier, lose weight, and all that fun jazz. But please don't do all 30 January 1st. Find a couple here and there that you can add into your day, and then as you accomplish those, come back to this video, find other advice, find other tips and tricks that you can add into your day, and keep doing that to become the healthiest version of yourself. And without further ado, the first tip is make breakfast ahead of time. And I mean the day, the week, a month ahead of time. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do today, is I'm gonna be making my egg wraps that I put in the freezer for about a month and eat them, because in 2 days I'm going to Indiana. I have a fridge full of food and I need to use them because in 2023, I'm trying to minimize my food waste as much as possible. We have 10 eggs, because that's all I have left. We have a cheese from Trader Joe's that I have not opened. It can be any cheese that you like. 2 cans of diced green chilies. We have a hot version as well as a mild version. A can of black beans, love the fiber, love the vitamins, and plant-based protein. A bunch of onion that I cut into tiny, tiny pieces that were in my refrigerator, so we're gonna add it to the tortilla because I don't wanna go to waste. My favorite tortillas, if you haven't seen me talk about these, I absolutely love the Extreme Wellness. High fiber, high protein, lower in calories, so if you are counting calories or even carbohydrates, great one to choose. And let's begin. Next tip, it's a lot easier to eat fruits and vegetables if you clean them, cut them, and then put them in the refrigerator. So I'll cut zucchini, carrots, tomatoes, cucumbers, etc. that I can put in a dip. I'm much more likely to snack on that when they're cut than if I have to cut them when I'm hungry, you know? Speaking of vegetables, you really wanna try to include 5 servings of fruits and or vegetables a day. Take your hand, make it into a fist. That's about 1 serving of fruits and or vegetables. So right now, think to yourself, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. When are you not having a fruit and or vegetable? And y'all, don't be scared of fruits. I've never had to tell somebody that fruit is their issue with healthy eating. I want you to include 1 serving of fruit and or vegetable to a meal that you're not already including in it. Next is one of my favorite tips, and I used to tell this to all of my patients in the hospital, and that's when you choose proteins, choose the protein with less legs. What I mean by less legs, cow and pig have 4 legs, turkey and chicken have 2 legs, fish, 0 legs, and then yes, crab have the most, but still, crabs are mostly protein with some sodium, but very little fat. Of course, there are gonna be exceptions, but generally speaking, the less legs of your protein, the less saturated fat. And we're always trying to minimize saturated fat and maximize unsaturated fat. Also, plants, no legs. So when you get a plant-based protein, that's even better for your heart. See where I'm going? Next, when it comes to whole grains, I want you to look at the nutrition facts label, and the first ingredient should be 100% whole wheat. Also, look at your fiber. The goal is to have 3 grams of fiber per serving of grain, if not more. Fiber is so stinking good. Studies have been shown that it improves your mood, it decreases your stress levels, it improves your digestion, it feeds the good bacteria in your stomach. So when you are packing snacks, pack a fibrous snack. What does that mean? I obviously recommend packing fruits and or vegetables, travel fruits and or vegetables. Some of my favorites, bananas, apples, oranges, love that. Vegetable examples, sugar snap peas, broccoli, carrots, celery, cut zucchini. If you have a way to keep things cold, then of course you can pack a dip. Another thing you can bring is a whole grain bar, and I really recommend, again, looking at your whole grain bar and how many grams of fiber should you have? 3. I'm gonna translucent some onions. Speaking of protein bars, y'all, as a dietitian, they're not my favorite thing to eat because I really do recommend you swap out your protein bars for actual food. I don't know about you, but when I eat a protein bar, I am so hungry within the next like hour. And I just had like a 400 calorie protein bar. That did nothing for me. I'd rather have like a full salad or even a sandwich, food that's gonna keep me full for longer, and it's probably gonna be less calories and it's gonna be more filling. So protein bars, not my favorite, unless you're not gonna be able to eat for quite a few hours, and that's just convenience in your bag, but I wouldn't do it every day. A tip that I also need to take into 2023 is to drink more water. And my biggest way to do that is one, make sure your water bottle is fun to drink out of. Or even just text some of your gal pals and be like, water check, and then everybody has to drink water when they get that text message. Accountability, fun, a game, connecting with your gal pals, great. Here's a fun one. If you're not really keen to fruits and or vegetables, or maybe you are super keen to fruits and vegetables and you only have the same like 3 every single week, once a week, once a month, you go to the grocery store or like a market and you pick up a fruit and or vegetable that you have never tried before. Maybe you haven't seen before, maybe you don't know how to cook it, and then you figure out how to cook that week. When you're ever eating a meal, like breakfast, lunch, dinner, are you ever left still hungry and you're like, should I go for seconds? I recommend first, make sure you ate slow. It takes around like 15 minutes for the hormones in your stomach to connect with your brain and be like, oh yeah, we're full, or oh yeah, we're satisfied. When you are so hungry and you're going for seconds, go for the fiber, the fruits, the vegetables, because y'all, countless of studies, like so much research, the number one thing people don't eat enough of is fiber. I personally, I always have M&M's Lily's, which is my low sugar chocolate, in the freezer. And I have a drawer full of like candies, like videos I've made, Unreal, sour strips. Have your dessert, because here's the thing, if you don't, you're just gonna think about it all the time, and then when you do have your dessert, you're gonna binge eat it more often than not. You might be thinking, Nicole, I'm always hungry after my dessert. Then I would say, when you're having dessert, like when I'm having my M&Ms, maybe pair that with an apple, some berries. Again, see where I'm going? Fruits. They taste like candy. They're nature's candy, is literally what it says, but it's good for you. So do that. My next tip, when you make pastas, make sure you incorporate, you know what I'm about to say, vegetables. And some of my favorite, if you're making a marinara, I really recommend like a green zucchini, maybe some bell peppers. If you like more of an earthy taste, kale, broccoli works really well. I love a roasted eggplant with my marinara sauces. If you're making more of a pesto or a creamy sauce, pureeing in some cauliflower into the sauce, like you're gonna boil some cauliflower or just microwave cauliflower and then blend it in a blender with the sauce, you're not gonna taste the difference. It's gonna have so much more vitamin Bs. It's also gonna have way more fiber. My next and last fiber tip, y'all, is make a salad topper at the beginning of the week. What that is you're just gonna go in your refrigerator, find whatever vegetables you like to make a salad, except for the lettuce, because we don't want soggy lettuce in our salads. Cut up all the vegetables into the size that you want, put it in a canister, just like this one, and put it in the refrigerator. You have a salad basically ready for you throughout the week. All you have to do is add your favorite dressing and lettuce. My last food related is a way that you can cut calories but still have baked goods. And y'all, when you make cookies, muffins, cakes, etc., only use 3/4 of the amount of sugar. You're not gonna notice a difference, but you will have a lot less sugar in your baked good. That's gonna cut calories. It's gonna reduce the amount of added sugar in your day. And if you watch my videos, you know one of the things I'm always trying to do is minimize my added sugar when I can. As I go over my fitness tips, I'm gonna let these cool in the refrigerator. Y'all, I've been a fitness instructor since 2013. I've taught truly everything from bar, Pilates, kickboxing class. I taught cycling. I even taught a class that we had 2 drumsticks and we hit the ground to the beat of the music trying to break said drumsticks, which was honestly probably my favorite class. So my number 1 tip is finding a workout that works for you. Second tip with fitness is, if you don't know what that is, so exciting, 2023 is the year you're gonna figure it out. Every month, go to a different gym and or studio. Lots of gyms nowadays have free trials or even cheap trials that you can do. If you're nervous about going to a new gym because you're not gonna know anybody, bring a friend and or family member. If gyms are not your thing, but you like walking, then here are some quick walking tips. First, wear bala bagels or ankle wrist weights. So you're already doing something you've done, which is going on walks. Adding some weight is just gonna increase the resistance, make your body work a little harder. How fun. Second, add a walk in your day. If you're already going for a morning walk, add in a night walk or just add in 5 extra minutes to your morning walk. 3, make walks more fun by finding a podcast and making it like your podcast time. And the only time you listen to this one podcast is when you're going for a walk. Or just invite your friend to go on a walk through your neighborhood or their neighborhood. Speaking of walking with friends, take a wellness walk. And a wellness walk is when you go for a 10-15 minute walk throughout your workday. 1, it increases your creativity, it increases productivity when you walk throughout the day. And 3, you're gonna improve your social health by walking with a coworker. How fun! My next tip is buying a portable treadmill, especially if you don't live in Florida like I do, because in Florida, you can walk outside pretty much every day of the year. Yet, for most people, that is not feasible because you have things like snow in winter seasons. Never heard of her? You can take work calls on a portable treadmill. You can do emails on a portable treadmill. You can watch a show after work on a portable treadmill. So many things to increase those steps of yours without leaving your house. If you're not a gym person, that is totally okay because y'all, there are hundreds, thousands of people that share free workouts on YouTube. I also have so many workouts on my channel if you haven't seen it before. There's body weight workouts, there's ankle weight workouts, there's band workouts, there's slider workouts. And if you even have like a 1-bedroom apartment like I do, you can do these workouts in a 1-bedroom apartment. Also, if you want workouts that have weights and dumbbells, there are tons of people on YouTube that do that as well. So instead of doing once a month trying a new gym, maybe every month you're trying a different trainer on YouTube. My next tip is to incorporate 1 day of strength. And y'all, I know the recommendations are 2 days of strength a week, but if you're starting from 0, just add 1. Let's say you actually have 3 days of strength. Maybe we incorporate 1 more day of strength just for fun to challenge ourselves in 2023, see how your body feels with an added strength day. Does that mean you have to go to a squat rack or use dumbbells? No. Of course, that will increase your strength and toning quicker. Yet, there are so many studies that show body weight exercises, resistance bands, can also increase strength and muscle tone. My next tip is for the parents. Make once a week or once every other week, I'm not sure how your schedule is, to be a family day, but instead of game night inside, you are gonna do physical activity night outside. It could be playing catch, playing basketball, playing any other kind of sports game, hide and go seek. You can play tug of war, hopscotch, or just truly freeze tag outside. Whatever it may be, you are gonna get your physical activity and your kids are gonna get tired, which means they would go to sleep and not bother you all night. Win-win. What I used to do in middle school and high school when I didn't even know really how to work out, but I knew working out was good for me and I wanted to do it, but I didn't want to go to gym and I didn't want to be in front of people. So I would just pick 5 favorite songs, put it on an iPod. I know I'm dating myself. You can go on Spotify, Apple Music, whatever you're using. And every song is something different. Maybe one song is sit-ups, one song is planks, one song is jumping jacks. There's a high knee song, there's a squat song, there's a wall sit song. The world is your oyster to make up whatever moves you want and whatever moves you know what to do. You're gonna listen to your favorite music, you're gonna increase your heart rate, which is gonna burn some calories, and it's going to get you closer to those health goals and the fitness goals that you have in 2023. I think my eggs are nice and cool, so let's wrap some tortillas as I tell you my miscellaneous fit tips. These are other tips and tricks that I know how to lose weight, eat healthier, be healthier, but I didn't have a category for them, and they're outside eating and exercising. So the first one is don't sleep on sleep. And what I mean by that is, y'all, getting those, I know 7 hours, it can be a lot, but 6 to 9 hours of sleep is going to be so beneficial, especially if you are trying to get stronger or lose weight, because during sleep, you actually do beta oxidation, which is fat burning. You have hormones that come out for improving your muscle tone, meaning rebuilding muscle. Your body recovers during sleep, and if you don't get quality of sleep, all of that goes away. I'm gonna challenge you, and you might not like this tip, to get all those benefits of sleep. Minimize your caffeine. So have caffeine, have your coffee, have your teas, etc. before noon, because caffeine, all it really does is it stops us from being sleepy. Also, it's increasing our heart rate, which makes us feel kooky. Now, I know some people can have caffeine and go to sleep and it doesn't affect their sleep. I love that for you. But if you are somebody that caffeine is affecting their sleep and you want all of those benefits of sleep, minimize your caffeine intake. Maybe trick your body and have decaf in the afternoon or even decaf teas. Your girl over here loves a happy hour. And the #1 tip I have for minimizing calories during happy hour or drinking with your friends or whatever it is having a water in between every drink. 1, this is gonna keep you hydrated. And 2, drinking water, you're also going to reduce the amount of calories you have because half the time you're drinking water. When it comes to making the drink, I always recommend using club soda. Club soda has that bubbly, fizzy taste we love, but it also has 0 added sugar, whereas tonic water has calories and sugar in it. So if you're not a big fan of just the club soda taste, then incorporate some fruit juices or mixers that you do like with your cocktail, but add club soda to cut the added sugar and cut the excess calories. My last alcohol tip is kind of a Debbie Downer, but it needs to be said. There are health risks when it comes to alcohol. There's even studies that show in moderation, it isn't good for us. So if you're trying to reduce those health risks and reduce even more calories in your day, I would take alcohol away, or just adding more mocktails or even just club soda with lime when you're at happy hours. So you can increase that social interaction that comes with happy hour, but reducing your health risk with alcohol and reducing your added sugars and added calories when it comes to most happy hours. My last tip for you to make 2023 the healthiest version of yourself, and that might mean to lose weight, to get stronger, to eat healthier, to have a better quality of life, to move more. Have fun with the journey, have fun making up new recipes, trying new herbs, trying new seasonings, trying new foods, trying new workouts. I promise you, living a healthier life is going to be so much easier when you take all that stress away. Have a happy new year, enjoy this time with your friends and family, and until next time, drink your water, eat your fruits and vegetables, and be kind to yourself and those around you, and I'll see y'all next week. Bye, y'all.